I have started the recording.
Okay, thank you.
I'll just make you the host.
We'll start at the scheduled time only.
No, recording I have started, but I'll just make you
Yeah, fine.
the host now. I'm just making, Dr. Shyamkishore, I'm making you the host now. Okay?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. You must have received. Yeah, you're on.
Okay, so 1 minute is left. So we'll start sharply at 11:30.
Sure.
So are you able to see my screen, Mr. Sidhu? Mr. Sidhu, are you able to see my screen?
Sir, I can able to see in your screen, sir. I am Babu.
Okay, thank you.
I'll just.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Dr. Shyam Kishore, and on behalf of Wave Function INC, Neotel, and Janata Vedic College, Baroda, UP, I welcome you all in this online workshop on molecular modeling. So let me start this workshop by playing a video from the developer of this software, Professor Argan. So this video will give you.
Voice is not coming.
Sir, voice is not audible, sir. I think voice is muted like.
Okay, I'll repeat it again. I'll repeat it again. Make it. So please, everyone, switch off your microphone there.
Just a minute, sir.
How do I change that? Babu sir, please switch off your video also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I will. Yeah, sir.
Still, voice is not coming.
Okay, I'll try to repeat it again. I think there's some issue in their audio there. So, okay. Okay, dear participant, stop this video. Professor Argan will be there himself after my session. So he'll give you the brief review. Don't worry about this. I'll share this video. This is just about the wave function INC. So don't worry about this particular video because the sound is an issue there. So let's not waste time on that. So let's start with the software directly. Okay, so let's start with this Odyssey software. And this software is mainly for the teaching purpose. Now that's whenever you click on the Odyssey there, shortcut, you'll see this particular window. And you can see there's lots of new users, demonstrations, labs. So what my advice is for the new users, please stick to this new user thing. And all the assignments, all the tutorials given in this new user, please go through that. Once you go through that, you will have a mastery in this particular software there. This is ultra simple software, very user friendly, and this will give the student an overall view of what the people do in molecular modeling. So let me start. And since this software is mouse driven, so my first advice is let's first become comfortable with the handling of the mouse. So since in this software, we are going to mostly model the system. So first thing is we want a 3-dimensional view of the molecule. So when I click on this first new user tutorial, that's the molecule which pops up. So that's the build panel. And you can easily guess this is nothing but your ammonia molecule. So in the key, we have 3 different buttons. The primary key, that's the left button. So when you keep the left button in the press mode, you can rotate the molecule. And when you keep the right button in the press mode, you can translate the molecule. And with the help of a scroll, you can zoom in and zoom out. Fine. So I'll repeat again. By pressing the left key, you can rotate the molecule to have a better view of the molecule. By clicking the right key, you can translate the molecule. By the help of the scroll, you can zoom in and zoom out. Again, request all the participants to please switch off your microphone because in the background, voices are coming there. The other participant will have some problem in hearing me. So please switch off your microphone. Okay.
So you can mute all the participants from your side.
Once you are comfortable with the handling of the mouse, let's do some example there now, some simple molecule. I'll take some simple molecule. The more advanced version will be taken by Professor Nurgan himself. So let's try to model a simple system. So when you click on you can see the first icon. If I see my cursor there, the first I can say new blank samples. Whenever you click this, this is what appears in the window there. So on the left hand side palette, let me see what's. I have muted everyone because I don't know means this particular software. I'll again try to mute everyone just a sec. So I've muted everyone, but still sometimes because I haven't allowed them to unmute themselves, please don't unmute yourself. Otherwise, it creates problem now. Okay, so on the left-hand side on the palette, there atom type palette, you can see that there's a drop-down menu. So if I click this drop-down menu, something like entry level, advanced, solid, peptide, nucleotide. So by default, it is entry level. On entry level, you have atom type, some simple atom type which regularly used in some simple molecules there. So by default, it is sp3 carbon. So if I click on this build model, so now we have carbon sp3 tetraol form there. So let's try to model a molecule butane 1-ol. So at the end of the spoke, if I click again, now we have ethane molecule. Again, if I click at the end of the spoke, now we have propane. And again I click it, now we have butane there. Now if I have to put OH group on carbon 1, now let's select this atom type oxygen with 2 single bond. If I select this, now I click at the end of one of the spoke there, now the OH pops up. Now whatsoever, we know that in chemistry, whatsoever valency is left, that will be fulfilled by hydrogen. So if I have to come out of this build panel, you can see that top left corner, there is a red cross there. So if I click on this red cross, you come out of this build panel and now you can see that hydrogen appears there. Also, every atom has a particular color. So whenever you publish a paper, be careful that you stick to the standard color. So you can see there in the icon, there's something oxygen mark there. If I click this oxygen, you can see that purity table pops up. And every atom has a typical color. You can see that oxygen is deep red, hydrogen is white. So all these colors are the standard colors. So whenever you publish a paper, we stick to this standard thing. Because it's very easy to understand to the world community that whatever molecule you are designing, whatever molecule you are modeling. Okay, so now we have butane 1-ol. Now let's do some quantum chemistry there. As a chemist, Just a sec, I'm having some chat there. If it's not audible, you can see that that's at your end there is issue there. Okay, let me put my mic there. That will be more. Hello. Now is it audible to everyone?
So your voice is audible. That is problem from their side only. Please continue.
Okay. Thank you. Now you can see a molecule. Let's do some quantum chemistry into this. Now, in this particular software, we don't need to worry about all those complexities of. Okay, fine. It's audible and fine. So we don't need to worry about all the complexities of that Schrodinger equation. We know that whenever we solve Schrodinger equation, we get the wave function. And when we square the wave function, we get the electron probability density. So in chemistry, the most important thing as a chemist we are interested in, what is the distribution of electron density around this molecule, around the nuclei of each atom there. So for that, you have to click on this electron cloud there. This is menu electron cloud, or you can go for this shortcut icon there. If I click on this icon, you can see that there's a polarity. So before that, one more thing, we'll go for the style. This particular model is in the form of ball and spoke. So if you go to the style, you can see that there are different ways to represent this particular molecule. Either you can choose wire form, or you can choose ball and wire, or you can choose tube. You can find this type of model, lots of paper there. Then the traditional one, the most easy to view is ball and spoke. And then some idea about the overlap of electron cloud that can be obtained from the space filling model there. So let's stick to the ball and spoke model. Now I want to get some idea about the electron cloud distribution. So what I want to do is now click on this icon. There's polarity map. So if I click this polarity map, you see that on the bottom there is a progress bar. So calculation is going on at the bottom. Now it's done. Means at the background, some electronic structure calculation happened. Maybe some low level of calculation, since there are very less number of atoms, so it happened very fast. So as you increase the number of atoms, as you increase the complexities of the level, the advanced level, it will be more time consuming now. Now you can see this electron cloud distribution, and on the left hand side, you have this scale there. The red one indicates the side with the maximum negative charge distribution there, and the blue one with the positive charge distribution. So it's obvious that in this molecule, the oxygen, which is the most electronegative atom, will require the maximum negative charge. And the hydrogen, which is attached to this oxygen, will have the maximum positive charge. So in this electron cloud, we can also look at the possibility of things like right now this is in a transparent form, you can have in the solid form, you can have in the mesh form, you can have it in the form of dots. Also, you can see the feature of the low density thing. So let me first go to the polarity map and then click to the low density. So low density is more in the wider area around the wider volume around the atoms there. Or if you want to stick to very close to the nuclei, then you have to go to the high density thing. Okay, so I think some issue there. This will end. So don't worry, participant. Host will share you the link for the new one, because we have 2-3 sessions there, because we have after this ODC, Professor Jürgen also the advanced version of the ODC. Then we'll take also the Spartan, the mother software which is behind this ODC software. We'll do some examples from the Spartan, some tutorials in the Spartan also. Okay. So
that's one basic feature we got an idea about after modeling this butane 1-ol. Let's take some advanced molecule again. Now in the first blank, let's try to model a simple inorganic molecule. Let's try to model S8. Now again in the entry level, we have sulfur with 2 single bonds, sp3 disulfur. So if I select this and click in the build panel, now we have sulfur with 2 bonds in the bend form. Now we have to increase the number of atoms, start clicking at randomly at the end. So try to have 8 sulfur, 4, then 5, 6, then 7, and then 8. But it's not S8. These 2 bonds are not linked, and also the bond length, bond angle, dihedral angle are not in the desired, that is equilibrium form. So one of the very important thing we computational chemists do in our daily research work, the first thing when we create a molecule, we optimize the molecule. Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Okay, so without a speaker, if it's not echoing, that I'll go without the speaker there. Now, is it audible, everyone? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
It is audible.
Okay. So now we have this molecule. Now, first thing we do is we optimize the geometry. So let's do a rough optimization. You can see there's a third icon. And from the picture itself, it's clear that it is going down the hill. That is, there's something called energy minimization. So if I click this, something happened. But still, this is not S8 because these 2 bonds are not linked. So how to link these 2 bonds? That can be done in 2 different ways. If you see the second icon, that is build, you can do it a make bond there, or you have a shortcut menu at the bottom there. If I put on the third thing, so this says make bond. So if I click this, select this, make bond, and then select the end of the 2 bond which I want to link. So if I click this, selected now, again this is selected. Now you can see that there's a bond formation between these 2. But obviously this bond is a bit elongated one compared to the other bonds there. And also all the angles and the dihedral angles are not in the desired. Okay, so all these bond length, bond angles are not in the equilibrium geometry. So again, what we'll do, that's a simple guess, you will optimize it again. So if I go to the third icon, geometry optimization. So what happens in geometry optimization? The software, they changes the angle, dihedral angle, bond length so that it goes into the local potential, local minima. That's the word we use, local minima, global minima in the potential energy surface. So obviously from the starting point, it want to go downhill and go to the local minima. So once we select this, look at that, something happened. And now you can see that we have S8 in the perfect crown form. So the real chemistry is happening in the background. All the theories we do in classical physics, all the theory we do it in quantum physics, that's happening in the background of this particular software. Okay, so don't worry, we'll share this video with you. So whatever we are doing, I'm taking those examples which is there in the new user thing. So you can also go through the tutorial. It's very easy to use. You have the software for 1 month. So you can easily practice this software. And one more point, we are going to give you some assignment. Only when you submit the assignment, you will all get the certificate there. So, okay, so let's go to the more complex system. So I'll close this. Now I'll try to make a coordinate compound because most of the inorganic chemist people, they work in the area of coordination compound there. So lots of coordinate compound, they synthesize, they model. So let's do some molecular modeling of a particular coordinate compound. And we'll see some additional feature also. So if I again select a new panel, now in place of entry level, because if I have to create an octahedral geometry around, for example, chromium atom, now we in this palette, in the entry level, we don't have chromium. So what I'll do, I'll go to the drop down menu and select the advanced level. Now, if I select the advanced level, again, there is another drop down menu. If I select this drop down menu, the periodic table pops up. Now you select atom of your choice. So for example, if I choose now chromium atom, and now around chromium, I want a octahedral geometry. Again, from this palette, you can see that there's an octahedral geometry there at the right corner there. So if I select this and click in the build panel, now you can see that we have octahedral thing around chromium there. Now we have to put ligands around this chromium atom, chromium ion. So let's put some, again you can see there's a ligand option there, again a drop down menu, some standard ligands are there. So if I choose, for example, ammonia, and put ammonia, 4 ammonia cis to each other.
Shyam sir, I am stopping you. I am stopping you for 1 second.
Okay. Sure.
Unfortunately, this meeting will close in 3 minutes. So we have just prepared a meeting link and pasted on the chat window. All participants are requested to copy the link from the chat window. And when the meeting is over, just click on that link. We will move to that second link.
Yatin, please share that link on the email ID also. So that it will be easy for me. Okay. Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll keep on having another whatsoever we have planned for today's workshop. We'll try to complete that by repeating the meeting there. So don't worry about that. So we have 4 ammonia cis to each other, and the leftover 2 positions. Let's put chlorine atom. So from the drop down menu, if I select chlorine and chlorine with the single bond. Chlorine, because we have different options there, you have to be careful about which option you're using. So chlorine with a single bond chloride ion, and now again click at the leftover 2 position there. Fine. So we have this 4 ammonia cis to each other, 2 chloride ions cis to each other. Now we know that generally chromium has +3 charge. So chromium has +3 charge and the chloride has -1 charge. There are 2 chloride ions. So this system will have net charge +1. So how to assign the charge? Again, you can see there's some, again, you can select this set charge. And in set charge, we have this option like the charge we have to assign. So we have to assign +1 charge. That you can increase or decrease the fine, and that's a coordinate molecule. Again, if I have to modify this, I'll go back to the second one, build this add atom. I'll came back to this. For example, few people will be interested in how to get a bidentate ligand. If I have to put a ethane diamine, so we can make a bidentate ligand. So what I can do is there are 2 different ways. Let's select again entry level, then carbon, and put at the set there carbon and then carbon there, and then let's connect these 2 bonds there. So again make bond, and then let's connect these 2. It's done. So now we have a bidentate ligand ethane diamine, and now let's optimize the geometry to make this molecule go to the local minima. So you can see that how fast the calculation has been done and is already optimized. Okay, so this meeting will stop in next 15 seconds there. So we'll have another meeting and then we'll start. So we have to wait for, there'll be a break of 2-3 minutes and then we'll start there. Fine. So I think now you are comfortable with this particular software. Look,
Yes, sir.
this particular software means it's very easy to use. That's what you can see that any student can use. Just 1 day practice and you will be